Hi traders, this is Elite Currency. My name is Chris. Another video now on the yen. Yen is in an interesting spot and want to focus on the pound yen and dollar yen. Let's start with the monthly chart. I know it's a very big time frame, but just to get a bigger picture on what's going on with the dollar yen. And you can see, of course, we had that grand uptrend here on the left, pushing up, and now a pretty sturdy retracement that bounced off the 50 fib. We're in a triangle at this moment, but I think the breakout could be to the upside considering that strong bullish momentum. So let's zoom into the weekly chart and you can see that the correction here is probably close to getting finished. It is a triangle pattern. This could be an A, this could be an A here, this could be a B, maybe we're in a C, this could be a D, and down we go for E. That's one possibility that is an option, all right, for a particular kind of correction that could occur, and an upside could be the next step. All right, upside based on basically these 5 waves right here. All right, let me show you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's just one option. I mean, these corrections can be complex, can last long. We'll find out when price breaks. This is basically the breakout we're looking for to the upside here is on the dollar yen. Now, if it does break to the downside, then of course we'll have to reevaluate it. But for the moment, not expecting price to break below this particular bottom. So let me get rid of this fib now, and let's zoom into lower time frames, like the daily chart. So daily chart basically at this moment seems to be that it's in a wave, potential wave E at this spot, right? And from this point of view, having a fib from here to here makes sense because wave E should not break below the bottom of wave C. Even if this is not a triangle, and this is not a C, this is not a D, this is not an A, it could also still be a wave 1 and 2. That's what I think I actually have in my official wave count. But as I said, these wave patterns are just a guideline trying to help us steer us in the right direction. And for the moment, I think that the most key important pattern is the fact that price is in a triangle formation with these 2 green lines here on the higher time frames, but also this pattern that price is going sideways on the daily chart. So not surprising, price bouncing off of that top not so long ago, and now price falling towards these fibs. This is all what we discussed already in the past as well with regard to the dollar yen. So everything playing out as expected. Bounce here, bounce here. Now I think though the price does not necessarily have to get that deep. It could bounce at the 50, 61.8, 78, or 88.6 fib. Which one? We never know. It is always a question mark, but it could certainly be the 50 fib. So one thing I'm looking for is basically for price to see how it bounces here. Will it bounce or will it break? And then the next target will be the 61.8. If it breaks below the 61, the next target is 78.6 fib. That's a very important decision. If we zoom into current price action, we see a pretty strong bearish momentum, bearish trend, but we have some bullish price action. We had a bullish candle here yesterday. That could be a first clue of upside or a bigger correction for more downside. So it's a bit tricky in this sense, right? When do we get the confirmation? Let's take a look at the lower time frames, like the 4-hour chart. And you can see on these time frames a pretty good bearish channel like this. And we can connect the bottoms. All right, that's the bearish channel we have at this moment. So this is a good thing to keep an eye on, this channel, because if price stays in this channel, it could just keep on pushing down to the 61.8 fib, right? For instance, if it breaks out of this channel and specifically probably breaks above these tops here, there could be either a bigger ABC correction or the start of a new uptrend. All right, and the 50 fib was in that case then the big bouncing spot, which we never know. We don't know if the big bounce is going to happen at the 50 or a deeper fib. That depends on, first of all, whether price breaks above this channel, and second of all, how far it goes to the upside. So I think this bullish breakout is interesting in the sense that whether this is a wave 3 or C, we should expect some upside. So some conservative targets for the upside, if we get the bullish break, would be to put a fib from here to here. All right, and be careful of 112, 50, 112.35 in the long-term moving average. If it is a ABC correction, that's where price could stop. And then price could head down back to that 61.8 fib. If it is a wave 3, price should go way further than that. In that case, we should put a fib from here to here, and we would expect price to break above this with a lot of momentum. So what could happen is that in that case, price starts to show momentum, makes a bull flag, continues higher, another bull flag perhaps, and continue higher. In that case, we know price is in a wave 3. So if we see upside and we see a flag, I'm thinking wave 3. If we see upside, price stopping pretty radically, falling, and a bear flag, I'm thinking ABC and more downside. So this breakout here is interesting. In any case, because of the space that is offered, in my view, to that 38.2 fib, right? Price stopping roughly at that 23.6 fib. So this bullish space is interesting, whether it's an ABC or a 1, 2, 3. Whatever, if it's a wave 3, then we would expect extensions, and we should see follow-throughs to the upside like this, with flags, 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 and continues. Alternatively, if price stays in this channel, let's zoom into a lower time frame, like an hourly chart, making kind of a correction as we speak right now, in fact, like this. All right, so there we go. Channel like that. So yeah, if it breaks below that, maybe a smaller bear flag on a 50-minute chart, and there could be a continuation to the 61.8 fib. That's a small trade down to 110. That's not a big trade. Then I would be looking for a bounce at 110. It's a round level. It's a minus 272 target, and it's a 61.8 fib. All right. So that's my plan for the dollar yen at this moment. It could also basically be careful of this break, because this could be a choppy wave 1 or A. Down it goes for wave B, and up it goes for that wave C, or 1, 2, 3, by the way. Right? So this breakout is a little bit tricky, and be careful of that. That's why I said I want to break bear flag continuation. Part of that reason is it could still be, if it breaks, a head and shoulders. We have a left shoulder here, we have a head here, and a right shoulder here. So that could extend into a bigger correction up to that 38.2 fib. That's why I need to see a break below that level, and I need to specifically see a flag here and a break of that flag on a lower time frame before trading it from roughly 111 down to 110. All right, very important here. It's a tricky spot. Got to be on guard for that. Pound yen is also interesting. Let me renew this template a little bit like this. There we go. All right, and basically pound yen at this moment, well, let's even go to the weekly chart, right? Uptrend at this moment on the weekly chart, making a correction here at the long-term moving average, stuck between the long-term and the short-term moving average, right? And if we put a fib from here to here, like this, I think there's still space at least to the minus 272 target. So there could be more upside possibility there. Also, if you look at the recent upside, this could be a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So from this perspective, I think that price might make a little bit of a correction. It's already doing. You can see pretty choppy. That's typical for wave 4, so that would make sense. If we put a fib from here to here, you can see the price is at the 50 fib, double bottom at the 50 fib. So from this perspective, you can see that price has bounced off that 50 fib and is breaking above this resistance trend line on the lower time frame. All right, and you can see a bit of a breakout right now. So this could be part of the new uptrend. This could be the end of wave 4. Up it goes for wave 5. Within wave 5, though, we might see some correction. Right, price is not correcting as yet, but basically price could make a wave 1 here, down it goes for wave 2, and up it goes again for wave 3. So one of the things that might make sense to do is to keep an eye on this fib, like this, wait for the 50 fib, 3-wave pattern like that, and look for a bounce to the upside. That could be interesting right there, basically looking for a correction like this of the break and a move up to at least retest this resistance. And I wouldn't be surprised if then later on there's a break above this triangle as well. So that's something that I think to keep an eye on for the pound yen. Pull back, continue, and perhaps then another breakout. All right, that wraps it up for now. Thanks for joining. Check out elitecurrency.com for more free analysis and free materials like PDFs, indicators and stuff. A lot of good material there, and wish you all good trading. Cheers.